We're here today to talk about the launch of what we've called Clean Transportation New York. And this is a program that we have created based on the settlement funds from the Volkswagen cheating scandal. A total of $50 million will be put into transit and school buses. There are 10 electric buses right now in New York City. There's a few more on the way to places like Rochester and elsewhere, but we want to boost that number to at least 125 electric buses now statewide.
This is just another aspect of making New York a better place to live and work. For enhancing individual mobility, obviously these new buses will have the latest technology. They'll be fully accessible, easier to use and navigate than the fleet we have today. And it's helping to contribute to preserve our states and the region's precious natural resources. So we should all take very much some great pride in that.
New York Power Authority is the largest renewable energy provider in New York State. And so it was a no-brainer for us to partner with DEC, DOT, and our other colleagues to develop the Clean Transportation Plan. NYPA will invest over the next several years $250 million to build out the infrastructure necessary to ensure quick, efficient, and reasonably cost electrification.
A full 30% of New York State's emissions sources all come from the transportation sector. So in order for us to make sure that New York stays on track to the policy goals that Governor Cuomo has challenged the agencies and the authorities with attaining, we need to make sure that we're taking appropriate, adequate, and swift action in the transportation sector. And today is certainly a great start to doing that.
Public transit is already one of the densest modes of travel. The state's commitment to fund the replacement of our older diesel buses with modern electric buses will take that to a new level. This new state investment will help introduce electric vehicles in more communities across the state. New York State's upstate transit systems are ready to purchase 60 electric vehicles, and the MTA is committed to many more.
That electrification of the transit system, think of what it does to our inner cities, many of which are impoverished and live in difficult areas. This does a tremendous jump start to making the quality of life in their neighborhoods that much better.
This is a truly transformative announcement. This will be a transformative initiative, and I know we overuse that word, but it is perfectly appropriate today. And by the way, when I'm reading articles about the use of these VW settlement funds around the country, the word transformative appears again and again. So I can't thank you enough to DEC, to all of our state agency partners, as well as the governor.
An area in South Pearl Street that's over 1,000 truck vehicles up and down that street every single day, emissions galore. Granted, CDTA isn't the multitude of that, but the fact that we're taking a positive step to help them be in a position to convert to electric vehicles is the first of many positive steps going forward. Commissioner Seggos, to you and your team, to Governor Cuomo, thank you for listening to the public to make sure these funds are put in the appropriate designations.
When you look at over 30% of the emission that's caused by buses and trucks and garbage trucks being out throughout the state of New York, I have to commend Governor Cuomo and his team and our Commissioner of DEC for making this a reality.
The Sierra Club is gratified to know that the $128 million in settlement money will be invested by the state of New York in a way that will see emissions reductions that far exceed Volkswagen's original abuses. We look forward to working with DEC to make sure the settlement funds fulfill the short-term objectives of taking the dirtiest diesel engines off New York roadways while advancing the long-term vision that every car, truck, and bus in the Empire State will someday be all electric and emissions-free. Thank you.